If your videos are not getting the clicks, that is, they are not getting the views that you know that they deserve, see, it might not be your content. It could be this new YouTube feature that YouTube just rolled out, like a new setting that has been helping a lot of creators out there explode their reach and get more views on their videos. And the worst part is that a lot of us don't even know that this particular thing is existing. It's actually hidden, and if you don't turn it on, you are going to be missing out on a lot of views, subscribers, and most importantly global reach, which is visibility. So you have to make sure you pay attention so that you know what this two important setting is, then you go ahead and turn it on immediately. So without much being said, let's get straight into the video. So the first thing is, what is this feature? If you don't know before now, YouTube has currently been rolling out a lot of things, and this recent one that I'm about to be sharing with you, one of them is actually a feature that YouTube just rolled out that can enable you to speak directly to any audience, that is being able to speak to your viewers in their different languages. And not just that, the second one is being able to also re-edit your thumbnail by itself to suit the language of the viewer. Isn't this a beautiful thing? Because no wonder lately I've been noticing that a lot of China people have been watching my video. Like, guys, I think the last 3 videos that I dropped on this channel, most of my viewers, they are from China and from, I think, Italy. Yeah, one language like that. And I'm surprised, why is this going on? All because of this particular feature that I turned on. For example, a viewer in Mexico can now watch your video and you'll be speaking French. Even say it's going to affect your thumbnail. If your thumbnail is written in English, once your video pops up to that particular viewers with that Mexico location, it's automatically going to turn to French. I have been seeing it lately. So this is not maybe something that maybe I heard, or maybe I'm just saying it because of it's a new feature. This is a thing that you need to make sure you pay attention to and grab it and start making use of it in order for it to be able to reach other viewers. So the number one feature is auto dubbing. Now you might be wondering, what is this auto dubbing that I've been hearing back to back? If you don't know before now, auto dubbing is a feature or an AI that is used to translate your voice and also dub it to other different language, so that people across the world can watch your video in their preferred language. Now, not just with captions, but actual voice translation. So that means you can actually post a video in English and people from India, Germany, China can watch your video and you'll be speaking their language. So now the next question is, how can I check if I have this auto dubbing feature on? So first of all, what you need to do is to head over to your YouTube studio. Now once you go over to your YouTube studio, you have to click on a particular video. When you click on a particular video, check the subtitle or language setting, and if enabled, that is, if you have it enabled on your channel, what you simply need to do is to add audio track or similar. So after that, YouTube is going to show you a list of dub languages, and maybe if you can't be able to access it this way, or you say, oh, okay, princess, I did it through this process but I couldn't find anything, I'm going to be displaying a step-by-step process of how you can also check it, which is by going directly to your YouTube studio desktop version, that main setting. Go there, then click on advanced setting, and you see that auto dub. So you're going to go ahead and click on it immediately in order for your videos to be going globally. And also one more thing, if you check these two parts, that is the first method and this second method, you check it on your channel and you don't have access to it, you don't have to worry, you don't have to panic. It's actually, so it's something that YouTube just roll out. Like, if you've been following YouTube updates since this 2025, they'll be rolling out different updates. I think it's even every month. So this is actually very new. And before now, I heard some channels sending me emails back then, okay, princess, have you heard of this new feature? I didn't know about it up to like 3 weeks ago, that I finally saw it reflect on my YouTube studio. So if you don't have it now, I think currently it's just only for monetized channels recently, but I believe that YouTube is still working on it, and soon as they are going to finally make it public, that is to everybody. Even if you just open your channel today, you can have access to it. So this is just to prepare you before you finally get the setting. on your channel. So do not hesitate to make sure you turn it on the minute you have it, okay? Because it's really going to blow your mind and make your videos reach other countries. So the number two setting or the number two feature is localized thumbnail. This one is actually very new. Like, I think it was about last week that I even heard about it, and I've been seeing it on my FYP from time to time, aside from the YouTube creators community. So this particular one is very new. The work of it is that if you post a video in English and maybe another audience is coming from maybe Hindi or speaking Portuguese or French, YouTube is going to automatically translate whatsoever that is written on your thumbnail to what they can understand. Do you get me? That is, if you write in English how to get more views, that how to get more views is going to translate to what they can actually understand. So how this particular thing, just like as I said earlier on, if you're not seeing the feature right now, do not panic. You might not see it maybe today, you might not see it tomorrow, but from what I've heard so far, YouTube is automatically going to let it known, that is, release this feature to everyone. But I think it's for monetized channel. But even as I was when filming this video, I think I checked through my YouTube studio, I didn't see it. So how this particular thing work is, that is, if you have multiple language dubbing on, you know, if you want to turn on that your automatic dub, you're going to see two particular options for you to click on. Either you select the second one or the first one. So now if you have it on, then your channel is monetized or maybe testing the feature. You're going to see it during upload or maybe edit. That is, for those of us that upload directly from our YouTube studio desktop version, you can check out this particular thing if you have started seeing it already. But for me, I tried checking it earlier today by clicking on that re-edit in our normal YouTube studio app, and I couldn't find it. Had even I see it, I would have displayed it here. But believe me when I say I have been seeing it on my FYP. I've been seeing some Spanish video and it's boldly written as English. So this thing is so new and it's working perfectly. So if you're monetized, rush now and go and check it. Now you might be wondering, what is even the essence of this whole thing? This particular thing, the reason why it's powerful is that when viewers see thumbnail in their own language, they'll be more likely to click to watch. Most especially all these channels, all this Korea channel, China, all this Spanish kind of channel, even Indians. Imagine scrolling here and you see a video with the language you understand. You will definitely want to click on it to know what's up, because normally, you know, deep down you're going to relate well. Yeah, so that is one of the importance of this particular beautiful thumbnail localization, I be localized thumbnail. So the next thing now is how to turn these particular features into a global growth. Yes, because if you don't know, if your videos are not well optimized, you might actually lack access to this particular thing. So the first thing you need to make sure you pay attention to is for you to start creating content that helps people globally. That is, for example, tutorials or even universal tip. You might actually be doing a DIY on how to turn this particular code into something else. Yes, and YouTube is going to help you to change the language or to any single thing you're doing into a language that them can understand. That is, anybody watching you can understand. But if you don't do it the right way, you might actually not even have access to this, and it might not work really well for you. So you have to pay attention to that, okay? So the number two thing you need to make sure you pay attention to is in your description. That is, when writing your description, try your best to mention languages in your description, and also, if possible, use translated titles, because it's really going to help you. So the third thing is, even if nobody tells you, you have to try your best to prepare for the localization rollout. That is, try your best to avoid using slangs. If you go and use slangs, how will YouTube be able to translate it to somebody that is watching that video in Spanish? So you have to try your best to avoid using slangs. Now pay attention to your audio. That is, be audible enough in your videos. Yeah. So the last thing you need to also make sure you pay attention to is good pacing. Yeah. Once you talk, try to check out for the part that you need to at least take a stop before you continue. Because if you're just speaking, it might be very, very difficult for them to actually capture it, and also so that it will not be confusing your viewer watching you. Okay, so now I'm going to be listing out some examples of content that actually work well with this recent new auto dubbing rollout that YouTube just rolled out. Number one thing is you see content like how to start a YouTube channel. In fact, a lot of people are searching for it. Even people that are even speaking, for everybody, most especially somebody that don't even have idea of how this whole YouTube thing works. So globally, everybody is searching for, or people are searching for how to create or start up a YouTube channel. The next thing is how to make money on YouTube. So if you plan on making this as a future video, try your best to make sure you pay attention to all these things that I just listed out, and perform and bring out your video in a good way so that these features can work out for you. Also, other topics like the best app for editing, or even talking about all this CapCut thing, how to use them. Yeah. And also another thing is how to get more subscribers. I know some of us be like, I like to speak normal or to use slang, just like me. In some of my videos, sometimes when talking, I'll just use slang in order for me to feel at home, like I'm speaking to maybe my fellow Nigeria. If you need that global touch or that global reach, sometimes just limit the slang. But if you know, oh, I don't need, I just want the Nigerian people to follow me back to back. Okay, feel free to use it like that. Yeah, but if you want global, more global reach, avoid slang. Even in your own country, even if you are a Ghanaian watching me, or even Kenya, yes, just shall avoid the slang aspect, okay, so that you can be able to get to much more people. Honestly, when I found out about this particular thing, like when I saw that my video that YouTube told me that Chinese people is watching me, and I even saw the comments in Chinese, like so it's really, really crazy. I was so happy. Like I was happy that people in Mexico is even watching my videos, and and YouTube self is even recommending it to them. That is a beautiful thing. Yeah. And I really love the fact that every new month that YouTube is having something to update. That is why you have to always be updated. Subscribe to my channel so that you can always be updated. And if you're watching me right now, you don't have access to all this now. I told you earlier on, calm down. They are still processing it. Yeah, for the last time I went to the creators community, I still saw it that this particular updates they might enroll it soon to everybody. So you just have to prepare ahead of time. Yeah, prepare your videos well because you're going global soon. So if you watch to this extent, thank you so much for watching. And I believe that this new feature is really, really going to help your videos go globally. Yeah. So if you've not yet liked this video, please do well to like this video, drop in your comments, and do not forget to share this good news so that I can get to a whole lot of creators out there. As always, I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.